Hello everyone, welcome back to the Fabrication Shop. Today we'll be looking at the basic design of the Explorer Alpha model rocket. Now if you're new to our channel, we want to encourage you to subscribe and hit the bell so that you can be notified when we drop our next video. In our last video we talked about how the goal of the Explorer series is to take the Rocketeer beyond the realm of kit models and into scratch building. The Explorer Alpha rocket is the first step in that process. Now, if you haven't done so yet, go to our website and download the project manual for this build. The videos in this series will be following that manual, and the link for the manual is in the description below. For each rocket in the Explorer series, we have developed a series of objectives that guide the design of the rocket, and it started with the Alpha. We wanted this project to be familiar to anyone who has built a model kit or two, but also we wanted to add in a few new skills. Our objectives for the Explorer Alpha rocket include an 18mm engine range, A, B, and C, an engine mount that uses cardboard rings and a metal engine hook, a single BT-50 body tube for the main sustainer, 4 3/32 balsa wood fins, a plastic or 3D printed nose cone, a 1/8 inch launch lug, a 12-inch parachute or streamer, and some simple decals. With these objectives, we turn to OpenRocket to start the design process. Now, OpenRocket is a design program for model rockets. It allows you to design and simulate performance of the rocket. If you haven't done so, please download OpenRocket. We'll include a link in the description below. Once you have OpenRocket installed, go ahead and open it up. And the first part we're going to add to our design is the nose cone. Since I had a PNC 50YR in the box, that's what we chose to start with. The body tube is the next item we'll add. And when you add a body tube to OpenRocket, it makes it the same diameter as the part in front. In this case, it's the PNC 50YR, which means it will add a BT-50 tube. Now OpenRocket will default to the full 18-inch body tube, which is a bit long for this model, so we changed it to 35 centimeters. Next is the fins. And to make things easier from both a design and construction standpoint, I chose to go with a trapezoidal fin design. We set the number of fins to 4. The root chord is set to 10 centimeters. The tip chord in height is set to 3 centimeters. And the sweep is 7 centimeters. This gave me my first look at what the rocket is going to look like, and if its shape is what I'm going for. Looking at the initial design, it's close, but I want to make some adjustments. Now the first adjustment I'm going to make is adding an engine mount. This will follow a typical 18mm engine mount design that you have seen in most model kits. While OpenRocket will allow the motor mount to simply hang in the middle of the body tube, we know that we need to add centering rings. Then we're going to add an engine hook and thrust ring. The next item to add is the launch lug. We'll use a 1/8 inch diameter lug and we'll set it 12 centimeters from the bottom of the rocket. Next is the recovery system. Here we added the shock cord and the 12-inch parachute. We now have our initial design for the Explorer Alpha, so it's time to start doing some simulations to see exactly how well this rocket will perform. We simulated all of the 18mm engines produced by Estes. That goes from a half A62 through a C63. The first sims tell us a lot, including what type of altitude we might obtain. It also gives us some warnings, such as short delay times, that we need to look at in future sims. A second round of simulations using increased delay times resulted in a number of good flights. However, we're still not done with the design of the rocket. There are a few more things we can adjust with the design to get a bit more performance. Well, that concludes this episode on our first part of designing the Explorer Alpha. In our next episode, we'll continue with the design and look at additional changes. If you've enjoyed this video and if you like what we're doing here, please click on the like and subscribe buttons. If you hit the bell, you'll be notified when we drop our next video. So until next time, wishing you all the best and take care.